killing people. And the sheer amount of...
That's another thing. This nigga Vine was so different. Bro, this nigga was literally tweeting right after he killed a nigga. What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Lamar, aka Marley and Marley. We got another video for y'all today. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see by the title on the thumbnail. I appreciate y'all for clicking that, man. I appreciate the 100 subscribers before we get anything you did. So I gotta put that out the way. But man, I appreciate the 100 subscribers, man. Y'all boys turn me up, no kizzy, no cap. But we at right now, like at this time, bro, I ain't gonna cap. Like 96% of y'all niggas not subscribed. What's going on, bro? Like, why y'all watching me? You're trying not subscribe, bro. That's too up, bro. But yeah, man, look, man, we got this King Vine, the first rap. No, the rap first serial killer, what they call that shit? First rap serial killer documentary. We about to get into this, man. I ain't gonna cap. It's a little spicy, dog. You already know. Y'all know me. If it's spicy, you know we watching. Okay. So look, man, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, man. We about to get into this, man. Without further ado, let's get it. All right, let's get it.
The 1980s, gangster rap has been one of hip-hop's most fascinating subgenres. From the mean streets of gang-infested Los Angeles that were brought to life by early gangster rap pioneers like Ice Cube and NWA, to Tupac and Suge Knight taking over the music game.
Wait. Ice Cube was part of Los Angeles gang and shit, huh? But I thought, like, whatever, bro.
With vivid tales of gang-affiliated rappers who would bully their way into the music industry. And then you have legends like Jay-Z and 50 Cent, whose tales of life in the streets as gangsters made them millionaires hundreds of times over. For decades now, rap fans have been looking for the realest artists whose lyrics paint the picture of a real life of crime that isn't embellished or fabricated. But when it comes to rappers who truly keep it real, the Chicago drill scene has dominated for the last decade. First popularized by Chief Keef, the Chicago drill wave was characterized by rappers that grew up in the most dangerous blocks in America. With these up-and-coming artists rapping...
I ain't gonna lie, Chief Keef had that mud on lock, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna cap.
Plainly and honestly about what they experienced growing up. Shootings on the block, disrespecting dead enemies, and constantly being chased by the police. Chicago drill rappers took gangster rap to raw new heights, where the stories behind the music could be matched up with the local news reports on the latest homicides. However, what happened?
Nah, no cap, dude. I ain't even gonna cap. I think that's the only baddest thing about, like, when it come down to the drill stuff and everything, like drill rap. Like, you know, I ain't gonna cap. Me myself, I like me some drill rap. They're like, it ain't even like, it's just the part about the part how they like. I just like what how they say it, you know, what they be saying inside of the song. But it's just like, it got so far to the point, gang, to the part like it's like these niggas literally snitching on themselves just to make it seem like they really like living like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, why y'all gotta make it seem like y'all living like that?
Doing the killing start making music too. Because in the years after Chief Keef popularized the violent stories of Chicago gang life, one of those gangsters killing people in the streets picked up a microphone too and started rapping in the first person from the...
I ain't gonna cap, bro. King Vine was the first nigga to like really take this storytelling shit to another level, bro. Like, I think we all can agree to this one, bro. That nigga was different.
Perspective, the actual killer. King Von had a reputation in Chicago as a fearless killer before he'd even started rapping. It's widely believed, based on the statements he made in his own songs, that Von himself could have killed as many as 7 people in his career as a gangbanger, with more murders even taking place after he got rich and famous, with it being rumored that Von used his money and influence from the rap game to have old enemies in Chicago killed, and going on a journey which, in my opinion, takes him far beyond a street player who had to kill to survive in the mean street.
I mean, if you really keep it on 100, I really feel like Vine was like, you gotta look at it. You can't really say that because Vine, like, yeah, he beefed with that dude, you know, Duck that, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like it just be like, it's to the point where everything that happened in Chicago, like, it's to the point like they make it seem like he had everything to do with it, like, bro. We gonna see though.
Chicago, because if King Von's tweets are anything to go by,
what he said, to kill for real, and I can't tell you about people I but that wouldn't make me a killer, because killers don't talk about bodies. We don't do that shit. We do that shit on the side. Me and T-Roy, man, we murder for fun. Man, I'm just trying to...
Simply loved killing people. And the sheer amount of...
That's another thing. This nigga Vaughn was so different. Bro, this nigga was literally tweeting right after he killed a nigga. Like, 15 minutes after dropping the nigga, he'll go tweet like, what happened? Who died? Fine. And it's like literally on Twitter, still to this day,
played a role in
Twitter,
killing
like, you can
has led to
literally see
intense speculation as to whether he was a full-blown serial killer. A title which King Von's enemies even said that him and his friends took personal pride in. Now, the FBI defines a serial killer as a person who kills over 3 people with time spans in between them of more than a month.
Oh, so a serial killer. So
serial killers tend to have an
that what a
element
cop
of
think a
psychological...
serial killer is? A serial killer is typically a person who murders 3 or more persons within a month. Oh, over more than a month. All right.
Gratification, which plays a role in the motive for their murders. The FBI also state that a serial killer might seek various kinds of gratification through their killings, such as anger, thrill-seeking, financial gain, or simply for attention. I personally believe that over the course of his career, King Von demonstrated all of these characteristics and can indeed be classified as a serial killer. King Von frequently exhibited behavior in public that conformed with these rules, tweeting regularly about his desire to kill, bragging about having committed specific murders in his
I ain't gonna lie. Alright, man.
Music, which attracted him international attention and Billboard charting songs, with his drill anthems about murdering rivals making him a rich man with millions in his bank account.
I ain't gonna cap. You gotta look at it like that, cause this nigga Von was going deep, bro. Like, that nigga Von, it was to the point like, if Von wasn't even killer, he probably wouldn't even be a rapper. Like, what's being a rapper, like, you know, who he was before he, you know, died. Like, but I mean, they look at him like, you know, that was how he, like, you gotta stop looking at it like a nigga so dead wrong for doing this. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, 9 times out of 10, he not even wrong for that, because you gotta look at it like, alright, so, boom. You gotta look at it like, alright, what Von was doing. You gotta look at it. Von wasn't doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was going crazy, but like, it wasn't like, at first, it wasn't for like no rap or no, like, you see what I'm saying? I don't think it was for, like, cause you gotta look at it. He wasn't really, like, the whole world wasn't watching this nigga around this time, so a lot of people look at it like a tweets and shit, or like when he was posting like, I'm just trying to kill. He always say on the day that like the tweets you just seen, like he was trying to kill, but you gotta look at it, bro. Not too many people was watching that. You see what I'm saying? It was just probably his ops, like. Niggas be taking it to the next level, like he was really trying to just,
of serial killers,
he was just trying to get attention of his ops crowd.
Victims may all have something in common. For example, demographic profile, appearance, gender, or race. And it would appear that King Von only killed young black men and women from the community he lived in. These were all people just like him, being born into a rundown part of Chicago and growing up with a lot of disadvantages. All that really separated Von from his victims were the fact that they were from a rival territory, and he believed that nobody would miss them. King Von has officially been implicated in 4 murders, 2 where he was suspected of being involved, but the police didn't have enough evidence to charge, and 1 case where he narrowly received a not guilty verdict after a key witness disappeared and a co-defendant implicated himself. Another that he's accused of organising with 5 of his closest childhood friends, the shooting of rival rapper FBG Duck in broad daylight at a busy shop.
You telling me this nigga trying to say that Von was the one that killed Duck? Wait, what? I hope that was not a God bless the truth, boy. Cause what?
The witness disappeared, and a co-defendant implicated himself. Another that he's accused of organising with 5 of his closest childhood friends, the shooting of rival rapper FBG Duck in broad daylight at a busy shopping district. Von will never face justice for, due to him losing his life only months before the feds would swoop in and arrest all 5 of his close friends. This particular murder would go down as one of the most brazen assassinations carried out in Chicago since the days of Al Capone. But in total,
I ain't gonna lie, that was deadly what they did to Duck, dude. Like, hey, I'm not on nobody's side. I'm not picking no old black them. I don't know them people don't know me. I'm just saying that was tore up. Like, Nigga, my son, like, bro was really shopping in, like, what that was, like, around Dolce & Gabbana and stuff, like, the rich part of Chicago, if anything. Straight white people, like, and it was broad daylight them boys hopped out. That's different. I don't care. Or whatever they did,
There's
drive
over
by, that
10
was
murders of which King Von has been connected to over the years. Nobody has looked into all of them in great detail until now. So today, we're going to take a closer look at the man, his past, and his career to find out once and for all if King Von really was the first serial killer in hip-hop history.
He was in jail for 2 murders?
Yeah, 1 murder and 2 attempts.
4 shooters and a hail of bullets.
All in was scattered bomb. All in was scattered bomb.
Police found several shell casings in this parking lot.
King Von was bloodthirsty. He loved death. He loved killing.
I got a lot of files. Just free, how many I think?
King Von had an insatiable obsession with murder and violence.
The shooting leaves 1 person dead, 4 others injured.
Me? Hey, I know you. I
nigga different.
King Von probably would have been considered like a serial killer.
They labeled the man a serial killer. Them.
A serial killer, huh?
King Von, real name Davon Bennett, was born on August the 9th, 1994 in Chicago, Illinois, growing up on West 78th and South Hermitage in an area known as Killer Ward, an area mainly affiliated with the Chicago gangs, the Gangster Disciples, and the Black Peace Stones. Von would attend Barton Elementary School in the area, but despite starting life as a fairly normal kid in Chicago, he would be subjected to the influence of gangbanging in his family home from a young age. His father was Walter E. Bennett, aka Silk, a well-known street dude from nearby Ada Park. Von was mainly raised by his mother, as his father was in and out of jail throughout his childhood. But Von's father was apparently a legend in the streets, with ties to the street gang, the Black Disciples. However, much like Von, despite the fearsome reputation he'd earned in the streets, it would ultimately be this proximity to gang life that would lead to his father's demise, as King Von's dad Silk was shot dead when Von was only 11 years old, apparently being targeted by a sniper outside of a skating rink, according to an interview with King Von's uncle.
Rest in peace, King Von. Rest in peace, Silk. That's crazy. Like, I'm with Big Bro every day. My kill his daddy with a sniper rifle.
Nigga killed his dad with a sniper rifle.
Though, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, what? Hey, I ain't gonna cap. I don't know about y'all, but back in them days, boy, Chicago was different. Like, they like in no right now type stuff. Versa, bro. I'm telling you, like, how the hell? I don't know if nobody remember, but bro, these niggas snuck an RPG into Chicago. What?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say nothing though, but hey,
sniper rifle.
They posted it on the gram.
But, you know, that's another story.
It seems clear that King Von's father Silk was remembered as a legend of the block. However, coping with the loss of his father at such a young age clearly had a negative effect on the mindset of a young King Von. He would tweet and rap in freestyles years later that he simply couldn't sleep after his father's death.
They killed my daddy, I couldn't even go to sleep.
And throughout his teenage years, he would post RIP tributes to his father on Twitter to commemorate his birthdays. Naturally, Von would follow in his father's footsteps, getting involved in local gang politics at a young age, with Von actually telling 16-shot and visuals in his very first interview that he got involved in the streets in 4th grade, eventually getting his hands on guns by the time he got to high school.
He was like toting pipes in 4th grade, like when you started.
I probably had a BB gun or something. It wasn't that hectic, like, it ain't get, I just been, you know, in the streets with awesome. I just like being outside. You know, one of the little boys that like sneaking out, just being outside all day, just doing bad. When the gun, all that stuff, that shit come to play to like what? High school. Yeah, like.
Alright, so like, yeah, that's how it was. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was about 4th, 5th grade, nigga was toting BB guns as well. No cap. But there's a difference. Nigga, you talking about, I ain't gonna cap, Birdie. Not gonna lie, nigga, I was running that ball up the field. He was running that ball up the field. You see what I'm saying? Like,
it really got to that point where you gotta hurt somebody, or somebody trying to hurt you, you gotta protect yourself.
Von would rap on the unreleased song Wait that he jumped off the porch, getting deeply involved in gang politics in 2006 when he was just 12 years old. Von would initially be a member of a local street crew affiliated with the Gangster Disciples called Killer Ward, being seen in numerous group pictures with that crew. And affiliates from the area would later post tweets suggesting that Von was indeed putting in work for this crew during his time gangbanging in Killer Ward. with Von himself corroborating that he was close to the members in Killer Ward where he was born, but making it clear that he's always been a member of the Black Disciples due to his family affiliation. Now, Von would live around Killer Ward up to around 2008 or 9, after which he would eventually move to the infamous Parkway Gardens housing development. This housing complex is notorious for its affiliations with the Black Disciples street gang. Parkway Gardens would later be referred to by insiders as O-Block, but prior to that, it was referred to as Wick City. And here, King Von would meet many of the people who would end up having a huge influence on his life and career. People famous for their affiliation to O-Block, whether through the gang wars going on there, or through the music that had been made about the gang war. People like Boss Top, Chief Keef, T-Roy, White, Duke, BJ, Big A, Trey 5, Sharoid, J Money, Platoon, and countless other people that played a big role in Von's life growing up. Von would also attend a new school in the area, the Hyde Park Academy, where he would attend with people from other rival territories with affiliations to the Gangster Disciples. People like FBG Duck, who would even claim in a Twitter exchange in 2014 to have plotted to beat King Von up on the school bus, and people like Lil Mark, who Von would even be seen in throwback pictures with before their feud had escalated into something deadly. Von and his friends started out their gangbanging careers with fistfights with the ops at school, schoolyard scuffles that would unfortunately escalate over the coming years, developing into full-blown gang war with firearms involved. Over time, a teenage Von would begin getting more and more involved in Chicago's street gang conflicts. Apparently,
you serious?
Bringing guns to school as young as age 13. Chop Squad, who went to school with both Von and G Herbo, would claim that Von would even show off guns in class, with it apparently being Von himself who started the trend of teenage gangbangers in their school bringing guns to class.
Von was the type of person to bring a pole to school at 13 for. Like, that's what me and Herb was talking about. He was like, he knew it was real when Von walked up to him in school. He was like, he had flashed a pole or something. He was like, Herb knew every day from there it was up. He was like, oh, we bringing guns to school? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's on now. He's like, every day from there, everybody brought guns to school. And he's like, Von was the one to start that off.
In fact, G Herbo would even later rap about this on a collaboration with Von called FaceTime, saying that Von showed him a revolver in freshman orientation, an experience which led G Herbo to begin bringing guns to school himself too. Now, King Von was apparently out of control as a youngster. According to one story, Von actually did a shooting on prom night whilst wearing his suit, after literally tweeting out that somebody better not try him in his suit. So naturally, you can imagine Von ended up spending a significant amount of time in trouble with the law as a teenager, with large patches of his most formative years spent inside jail cells.
Wait, how much time did he do from June of 2014 to December of 2017? Before that was November of 2012 to February. And before that was December. Damn, boy.
Von went to jail.
Like, yeah, that's the thing about that nigga Von. That nigga had no teenage. He ain't had time to be a teenager, bro. Like, his whole teenage life, the nigga was in the jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be out of jail for about, most out there, that nigga be out of jail for probably a year. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga just be, like, his whole teenage by the time that nigga was literally, like, really, like, free on some shit, like, sometime, like, for the longest was when he was a grown-ass man. Like, this nigga didn't even get to experience
for the first time around August 2010, at age 16, for armed robbery, apparently robbing someone for their car at gunpoint. Something that he would actually later refer to on his song Armed and Dangerous, saying that he was arrested on August 11th, 2 days after his 17th birthday, when he was offered 21 to 45 years in a plea deal. Von would end up spending time in boot camp, an intense military-style juvenile program, ultimately rewarding him with early release. But soon after that initial charge, Von would catch another in January 2011, ultimately spending 15 months behind bars as a juvenile, being locked up between December 2010 and March 2012. And during this time of incarceration, Von's best friend T-Roy would tweet calling for his release. Eventually, in March 2012, Von would be a free man once again, but he was only free for a matter of months, from March to November 2012. But during this time, Von would undergo a transformation, going from a gun-toting stick-up kid to a full-fledged killer after witnessing the death of one of his close friends, which, as he put it, turned him into a demon.
You know, when that popped off, it was over.
Before we get into the first murders that King Von was allegedly involved in, I just want to take the time to consider the real reasons why he would be motivated to kill in the first place. Despite covering a lot of gangsters who are hardened killers, it's important to consider the social circumstances that need to exist for a teenage boy to start committing murders. Firstly, these areas where King Von grew up in Southside Chicago, Killer Ward and O-Block, are incredibly poor and dangerous areas.
Like, you gotta look at it, you really see a nigga coming up, like, in the streets and stuff, like, you know, And everybody surrounding around, like he's surrounding around an environment that's a low income environment. That's the first thing. So people already don't got it like that. You see what I'm saying? So already, the first thing we gonna look forward to is either if you ain't got no job, nigga. If you ain't like around that time, bro, I think like rapping probably was like not thought of, but that shit was probably just like no, I'm not even talking about this old block. I like everywhere, pretty good, nigga. If you ain't got no job, nigga, if you ain't rapping, playing sports, nigga, what else you doing? Come on, bro, let's be for real. What else we doing? If we ain't got no job, we ain't getting paid from rapping, if we ain't playing basketball, football, baseball, what else we gonna do? You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, and I feel like bro just grew up in that environment that was just like, that's tough. You see what I'm saying? That's all I can say, bro. I see where you're coming from though, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you recognize that these police ain't helping you, you see what I'm saying? Like, we gonna, hold on. Like, if you recognize these police ain't helping you, dog, like, what else you gonna do? Like, let's be really for real with ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga take your stuff, you know what I'm saying? You recognize the police ain't gonna do nothing, what else you gonna do? You just gonna let them take your stuff? You go get that yourself, or you gonna do something on your own. And they got to the point where the police don't even care. Like, and you see what they talking about, the murders is never solved. Like, it probably to the point they see somebody just automatically pin. It ain't about to go down in depth, nigga. Not even because they gonna have another one the next week. You see what I'm saying? So we ain't even about to get. That's fucked up, bro. Like, I ain't gonna cap though, man. Look, that's the end of this first part one, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I gotta come back to the junk. This right here, 3 hours. I ain't gonna cap. That's a long ass thing. Who bothered to edit a 3-hour video? Not my. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, that's the end of this video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Yeah, make sure y'all follow my Instagram, you dig? I'm saying. I don't know where it's gonna be. It's gonna be on one of them sides. I think probably that side. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know where that but joint at. But look, make sure y'all hit that joint. Hey, man, it's your boy, man. I ain't gonna cap. Y'all boys stay up, man. Stay grinding, man. I'm out. Peace.